Hello friends, today's video is to understand basic installation of Flowable BPM from open source community as a standalone application in your local machine. But you guys must be thinking why it is so important to know the whole tedious installation process. People used to believe only a professional could do such application installation, and for many people a software is something that you install and forget. But I don't like to keep it that way, and I'm sure you will be able to install Flowable from open source community easily and without much help after watching this episode, as it's quite simple and basic. So please watch this video till last to understand step by step installation guide. So let's start with it. Type of installation will get differs a little bit, depends upon either you are installing Flowable open source community version, which is quite straightforward, or Flowable enterprise, which has additional features. It can be again depends upon the infra setup, where it could be deployed as a standalone application clustered setup or as a cloud setup, and depends upon the operating system, whether you are using Windows operating system or Mac or Linux. Again, it may differs upon the web server, whether you are using Tomcat as a web server or as a Spring Boot microservice project, which has inbuilt Tomcat. So this video has an explanation of basic standalone setup on local machine using Windows operating system with Tomcat. Like to prepare any dish, we should first know what all ingredients it requires. Similar way, we should understand what are the prerequisites of the Flowable open source application installation. Definitely, you should need a laptop or a machine with good internet connection having the operating system Windows or Linux. Also, it should have a minimum of 8 GB RAM with a hard disk with minimum 20 GB free space. And you need basic softwares like JDK 8 or 11, Tomcat latest version, which you can use 9. You need to download the Flowable open source latest version from their website. Database, it supports Oracle, Postgre, MySQL, MS SQL, and DB2. If you don't have any such DB in your laptop, then you can use S2DB, which is by default in-memory database. And you need a web browser to access the applications by using Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Mozilla, or Apple Safari. If you want to download such prerequisite softwares or Flowable open source zip file, then you can check this video description where I have mentioned the links to download such files and softwares. Additionally, in later stage, you need one of the IDE tools such as Eclipse, IntelliJ, or some other IDE tool in order to integrate Java applications with Flowable. Now, we need to check whether the prerequisite softwares are being installed or not, and if not, you can download and install these softwares by using the links which I have shared in my description. Now let's check the prerequisite softwares are there or not in your machine. So to check the JDK or Java, it is been installed or not in your machine, you need to go to the run, type cmd and click on command prompt. Here you need to type Java space hyphen version. Click enter. It will give you the result if Java is installed or not with your current version details. Here you can see JDK 11 and JRE 11 is being installed. So which is as per the prerequisite requirement, we should have a JDK 8 or 11 or above. If it is not been installed in your machine, then from the description you can find out the link and you can go and open that link for Windows related JDK version for Windows 64. What you can do is you can click on this link. It will download the JDK for your machine, which you can download and install. After that, you need to just set up some environment variables and the class path for Java. Post JDK, you need to see the Tomcat. So again, you can get the link from the description, and this is the link where you can download the latest free version of Tomcat, which is Tomcat 9. If you click that and scroll further, for Windows 64-bit, this is the link which you can click and it will download a zip file which will be downloaded in your machine. That zip file you can copy in one of your directory of your machine and just extract it. So this is the Apache Tomcat 9.0.41, and the next is to download the Flowable open source latest version. Again, the link you can find in the description of this video, and this is flowable.com/open source slash downloads. So the latest version of Flowable was Flowable 6, which is forked from the activity in early 2017. And after that, it has subsequent patches and releases on top of Flowable 6. So the latest version is Flowable 6.6.0, which you can download by using this link, which will give you a zip file. Need to extract it, and you can keep it again in one of your directory. So Flowable 6.6.0 will have these files. You can have a license and some notice. Here in the var files, this is a bit different from 6.6.5, where earlier we will be getting the 5 var files, which includes the 4 var files related to UI, which is clubbed together into a single var file as a flowable UI.var. Earlier it was flowable task, flowable modeler, flowable IDM for identity management, and flowable admin. All these 4 are clubbed into one, and one is flowable rest.var. These var files you just need to copy and put it into your Tomcat folder web apps. Yeah. But before that, let me explain you the other folders which comes as an zip file. In this libs, you will find all the open source related jar files which you need to point in your IDE, Eclipse or IntelliJ to enrich the features and the REST APIs provided by Flowable. Docs folder has some documentation related to the Flowable, and database will have the script used by Flowable engine in order to create the database tables, index and views when application get boot up. So after Flowable open source latest version, you can see you need a database. If you don't have any database installed in your machine, and that's fine. H2DB, which is in-memory database, will be used by the Flowable engine in order to create the product related tables, and the application will get boot up. That is something which is related to the minimum software's requirement. Let's see how we can start Flowable now. As already we have copied the var files which comes in this Flowable package from Flowable vars folder to Apache Tomcat vars folder in the web apps. You can see these two var files are there. Now what you have to do is you need to go to the command prompt, type cmd, open as an administrator, and you need to start start startup.bat file. You need to run by using this path. So I'm copying this path. I have moved to the Apache directory. Now I will execute this startup.bat. You can see the Tomcat is going to start the Flowable applications on your machine. You can see here using Liquibase, all the product related tables are getting installed using Liquibase change logs for CMMN, DMN, and other product tables are getting installed. And with that, you can see all these web applications which are being placed in the directory are getting deployed by Tomcat. And our application get started on port 8080 HTTP in these many times. So our application has been deployed successfully, and we can access it using the URL which you can copy from the download link itself. With this, you will be able to access all UI applications of Flowable open source with one single sign-on authentication from 6.6.0 version. So default password which Flowable has is admin as a user and test as a password. With this, you can see all the 4 UI applications you can access here as a task application for viewing the task. You can have a modeler app for designing your workflow. You can have an admin application to perform administrative operations and IDM app for creating users, groups, and privileges. I will give a detailed description and features of these 4 modules in a separate video. This is the basic installation of open source Flowable on a Windows operating system using Tomcat. However, if you want to install and deploy it as a Spring Boot application, you can copy this dependency and add it in your pom.xml. Also, you can start Flowable UI apps using the Docker, as all these UI applications are available on Docker Hub, and you can start Flowable REST app with in-memory database. You can use this command to run Docker. I hope it was easy to follow and helpful. Thanks for watching this video. For any questions or queries, please leave a comment and I will try to respond you on earliest possible time. Keep learning and sharing the knowledge. Stay safe and stay healthy.